Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to Effective Exercise. Stephen here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be taking you through some myofascial stretching exercises to help improve your wrist mobility so that you can do a one-arm push-up. The first thing we want to work on is our elbow mobility. And for the elbow mobility, I've got 3 different exercises. The first one is going to be the Flexor Digitorum. It's the myofascial stretching exercise for the Flexor Digitorum. We're going to be in a quadruped position or your 4-point or your horse stance setup position. So you're going to be on your knees and hands, your hips and your shoulders are going to be flexed to 90 degrees. You want your knees directly below your hips and you want your wrists directly below your shoulders. Once you are in this position right over here, for the myofascial stretching exercise for the flexum digitorum, it is responsible for wrist and finger flexion, and also this one right over here, you want to do maximum supination. So let's say I'm working on my right hand, maximum supination. So I want to go as much to the inside as I possibly can. From here, I want to lock the elbow and I want to roll the elbow back. So I'm going to retract and squeeze my shoulder blade down toward the butt. So you're retracting and depressing the scapula. And then you want to drive your butt toward your heel to get a good stretch in the flexor digitorum. And you're going to hold that for 30 seconds for 3 sets. You're going to do that on each arm. Then the second myofascial stretching exercise, we're in the exact same setup position. This is going to be for the Flexor Carpi Radialis. This one right over here, it's going to be responsible for wrist and elbow flexion and also radial deviation. For this one, we don't need maximum supination. What we want to do is the hand, we want to go into as much supination so that the fingers are just outside of the same hip of the arm that we're working on. So we're going to put those fingers out. Same thing, we're going to lock and roll the elbow. So lock out the elbow, retract and depress the scapula, and then we are going to bring our butt down toward the ground to get a nice stretch. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds, do that for 3 sets on each arm, and then we're going to move on to the final exercise. Same setup position, we're going to be in that quadruped position, and we are going to be doing the myofascial stretching exercise for the Flexor Carpi Ulnaris. This one's going to be responsible for wrist flexion and ulnar deviation. So for this one right over here, we're going to go into medial rotation or pronation of the forearm, and we want the fingers pointing to the outside of the opposite hip. So I'm working on my right hand, so I want my fingers on the outside of my left hip. So we're going to go into pronation. We're going to once again lock out the elbow. We want to roll the elbow back, so we're going into retraction and depression of the scapula. And then we're going to sit back by driving our butt down towards the heel. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds. We're going to do 3 sets on each side. And that are the 3 myofascial stretching exercises to help improve your wrist mobility. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. Be sure to like, share, and leave a comment as it'll help the algorithm. And if you enjoyed the content, show your support by subscribing to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right corner. And if you really want to show your support, then consider becoming a member by clicking on the icon in the bottom left corner. These new high-quality videos aren't cheap to edit, and the $5 membership will really help with the video editing budget. You'll also get access to a ton of exclusive perks like early access to videos and this program design lecture playlist in the top right-hand corner. And if you want to learn how to do a one-arm pull-up, then check out the playlist on the top left corner.